we're going to be talking about the top 5 Mystic characters for March, and it is upside down. Let me tell you, it is wild. I don't even know really where we're going to put our characters here, but let's find out right now. Top 5 Mystic characters for March. Let's go! Our Mystic characters are just all over the place. We have Pocket Dimension. We have Arena. We have DD5. We have War. We have Arena. We have so many different things that are happening with this Mystic group in the next few weeks and in March, obviously, because it's April right now. But it is absolutely wild. Right now, I can tell you that the top 5 Mystic characters for March are Dr. Doom, Cersei, Icarus, Cloak, and Dagger. That's it, right? We're good. Video's over. However, we need to talk about something very important because I think these guys are falling off really fast in the next month or two. And let me tell you, the reason why is because we got Darkhold and Dark Hunter coming up on the heels, and it is not even close. We have Dark Hunter coming up mainly because we have Scourge event coming up in the next few weeks, where Dark Hunter is looking at to be obviously a war team, a war offense team that's going to be very good, but they're going to be required as an and/or to Scourge. So if you have a small Dark Hunter team, it's okay if you want to use them for the earlier nodes in Scourge. If you have a big Dark Hunter team, and you're using them in War, well, you could also use them in Scourge as well. You don't necessarily have to just use Web Warriors. Remember, it's all point-based. So whichever you want to use there and see what's got the most damage, you can try out for either team. And it's all plug and play between those two teams, Dark Hunter and Web Warrior. Morbius, Dr. Voodoo, Heartless Strange, Wong, Agatha Harkness, Scarlet Witch. Unbelievable group that's being thrown in here in the next couple weeks. Let me tell you, I can make a prediction right now that probably this top 5 right here will probably be completely different next month. Most people have Dr. Doom coming in at number 1. Most people have Dr. Doom coming in at number 1. And because Dr. Doom is just a game changer in raids, he's great everywhere. Arena and in War and in, raids, especially being a dual tag, being that he's Mystic and Tech. You can bring him in DD5 for global, which is great as well. So he's got multi-traits that are obviously a reason why you want to use him and have him. He's number 1. He's just great all over. Now, let's move to number 2 where it changes, a little bit. Now, we do have, our characters being Cersei at number 2 and Icarus at 3. That's because they're still dominating Arena and they're still dominating in War. They're still dominating in raids. You got to have these characters. Otherwise, you're going to be struggling. Now, at the same time, if you don't have them and if you don't have them high and you're looking for something else, you can look for some of these other Darkhold and Dark Hunter characters later, which are coming up very, very, very fast. Now, Cersei is coming in at number 2 again because she has more control of her kit and there's more to her than just powering through with Icarus. You need Cersei can do more without Icarus, basically. Icarus is great, but at the same time, Icarus kind of needs Cersei a lot in order to actually do some really serious damage and do some things. Now, they do have the Dark Dimension tag, so that really brings them up. That's why they're number 2 and 3. So a lot of people really want to use them in these nodes in DD5 and for Cosmic. Now, after that, things start kind of changing, and obviously their speed meta is amazing, and that's why people are still using them in War. Now, outside of this, now we're looking at the next step. The next step here is still Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger are great. They're a dual team. Now you can get Dagger inside of the Arena Orb, which just happened today. You got Cloak here coming in at number 4. He's great. Great all over the place. Now, I understand Mystic is just a huge. You got a lot of gear that's being thrown out here and whatnot, but Cloak seems to be the number 1 character that people are bringing into Dark Dimension 5 besides Dr. Doom. So that's something to think about with this Mystic group here. So if you're bringing up characters for gear and this and that, and you're thinking about what to do, it's probably Dr. Doom number 1, and then it's probably Cloak number 2. So, and they share the same, I believe they share the same unique, which is miasma. So that's something to really think about here. Cloak in Dark Dimension, Cloak in raids, Cloak in war as well. New warriors are great. People are putting them on offense and or defense. It all changes, so they're very good all over the place. Dagger as well. Dagger is really expensive, which is a big turnoff for a lot of people. I don't think so. For myself, I think peak performance is very important. So, taking characters that have synergy, characters that are used in all game modes, and characters that are, invested for raids, invested for certain situations, need to be going in there. So now that Dagger's farmable, it's really important that you can get her there to a high level. I have her at 5.5 here, but some people are looking into different ways to bring in other characters right now, and that's where we go into this right here. Now you're looking at some crazy things here. This whole group right here, even Surfer and Warlock, are can't be overlooked. Scarlet Witch gonna have synergy with this new team for Darkhold and Heartless. Doctor Strange, a lot of damage, a lot of cool stuff going on with Scarlet Witch, where she's gonna be doing a lot of different things with this team with Agatha Harkness and Wong. I mean, there's something to talk about with this squad, and their 5th member is Morgan Le Fay to make Darkhold a formidable team in Arena. And that's going to be probably coming very soon, probably next month or so. We'll probably see a difference in there. But right now, these are the characters that even people are bringing up now to take into Pocket Dimension, which just happened. And Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch did some damage. They did some work. People really, really, really leaned on them, and they did their work. Scarlet Witch and Heartless, are just a team that you could probably even use in Dark Dimension as well if you're talking Mystic, if you want to stay ahead of the curve and you're not looking into bringing some of these other harder characters that follow along that using the same unique with miasma and things like that. And that's something to think about for the future. Now, a lot of people are also talking about Dark Hunter. Dark Hunter, you got Morbius and Dr. Voodoo here, where they're used mainly on war offense, but people are trying to use them in raids. People are trying to use, Morbius in raids, or Dr. Voodoo in Dark Dimension 5. People are even talking about using Morbius in Dark Dimension 5. The only thing is he doesn't use trauma in outside of war, basically. So that's something to really think about. But these characters are on the come up. They're on the rise. Agatha Harkness coming out today as well, being sold. Wong. I mean, this is going to be a very, very, very different. But these characters are going to be something to talk about in the next month. And this will definitely be changing. Adam Warlock is a character a lot of people need in Legendary. He's almost a must. He's almost a must in Legendary. I don't see how you can skip him. There's not that many Legendaries anyway, but he's just a great, great character to take in for DD5. Still great for Infinity Watch for meta in War, and still for a top meta for Arena. Now he's still used even without the group, even with basically Adam Warlock with Philo, or Adam Warlock with Moondragon, or Adam Warlock with Gamora, or one of those combinations there in Arena with like a Doom and Cersei Icarus. So it's all kind of changing. It's all crazy. Adam Warlock is a key member here in the group. Now, he should be a top 5 character here. He could probably replace Dagger because he's used everywhere and everything. At the same time, there is really no at the same time. He could probably be, switched up there. So, but I feel like even more people it seems are falling off of using Adam Warlock in certain areas, especially raids, which, I don't, you try and you see if it works, and sometimes it just doesn't go. It's the RNG's, the way the game works. So Dagger and Cloak just have the right juice in raids, so it works better that way. Now, you do got Silver Surfer, great for early, great for mid, still good for late, but just not as used as much for late game players. Silver Surfer is a fantastic character all right. He's a very niche character. He can, plug and play anywhere. I like to use him with Ravagers in War. If I need to do a cleanup, I could do a cleanup in raids and things like that. Something to think about. Now, also don't remember that we do have some characters for, as an honorable mention, you do have Hela, Ghost Rider, and Elsa Bloodstone for their Dark Hunter team. And, Hela being used in here for Dark Hunter, Hela used in here for Arena still for some measures. You do have Ghost Rider now, who's, kind of like a beefy guy for Dark Hunters. And also Elsa being, remember, being used for these characters for Dark Hunter in Scourge. So don't forget that. Other than that, these guys are, still honorable mentions. Moon Knight is a war god. He's great, but along with White Tiger, not much used anywhere else. It's just only for the Shadowland War Offensive team. You can use them on War Defense, but they're mainly a team that you want to use on War Offense. You got Yondu, you got Mordo here. Yondu great with the Ravagers now with that rework. Mordo here also great. Now, if you don't have certain characters like Morbius or Heartless and things like that, you can use Mordo as a plug-and-play character for that Dark Hunter team for now. Okay, if you don't have some of those characters, you can still use them for now. He's kind of meant to be that fifth random member there. Now, you can also use Loki as well inside of Arena, but other than that, he doesn't have any much else of a place in the game. Really only for the speed meta with, or really only the speed meta for Arena and in War using the Eternals combo with Emma and either Cable or Zemo or whomever you decide to choose for that War Offense, that speed meta. Anywhere, but other than that, this is fine wherever to use. But not a lot of people still don't have Dormammu. ZD5 has been out for quite a bit, but that's pretty much it. But Mystic is going to be very different, very big changes are going to be made in the next month. So let's leave this off. Let's bring out Dr. Doom at number 1, number 2 at Cersei, number 3 at Icarus, number 4 at Cloak, number 5 at Dagger. Probably tied with Adam Warlock here because they're so close. He's still great Infinity Watch member to not really, you can't really pass him up. But at the same time, Dagger's got some usage in some of the things more equal to Adam Warlock as well. So things to remember. Morbius, Heartless, Scarlet Witch, Voodoo, Surfer. These are great characters for Mystic. This is going to be very hard to pick and see what to choose for top 5 next month. But right now, this is what we got for our characters for March. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for the support. And if you guys want to like and subscribe, go ahead and ring that bell, click that link, and find me either on Twitch or on YouTube. Sage Sentient, let's go! What's going on with Deathpool? What is happening with Deathpool? We need to figure that out. I don't know, guys.